Linka was seated at her desk. She had 3 folders in front of her and had a dazed look on her face. She was in a faraway place. The first folder had Julian's name on it. Kalinka opened it. Tucked inside was his resignation letter and transfer document to HQ. Of the three, this was the easiest one for Kalinka to get her head around. Julian had earned his promotion. She was happy it didn't feel like being left behind. Julian would be missed, no doubt. His handle on the politics and inner workings were in no small part a reason for her success there. She would always be grateful to him. Kalinka sighed, closed his folder, and put it aside. Kalinka picked up the next folder. It had Clarence's name on it. She opened it with some reluctance. It made her feel uneasy with a twinge of failure mixed in. Clarence had been beside her, Kristoff, and Uliov for so long, it was hard to imagine him not being in that spot anymore. She blamed herself for not recognizing that Clarence had larger aspirations. If she'd been more involved, rather than taking him for granted, today he would likely be part of the team. At the end of the month, he would not be. Fortunately, he would be part of the Republic's celebration. Kalinka took a deep breath. He wouldn't let that happen again. She closed Clarence's folder and placed it beside Julian's. Kalinka breathed in deeply, then exhaled, equally deeply. She reached for the third folder. The name at the top was Uliov. She shook her head and started to get emotional. Uliov's resignation had come out of left field for her. Kalinka hadn't considered that Uliov would retire as early as he was. Both Uliov and Ludmila, his wife, were young, far too young to retire in her estimation. Their daughter Galina would grow up in a very different environment than they had. Kalinka wondered if that was a good thing or not. Kalinka's mind drifted back to the day that Uliov had approached her. It was at Miadzal's gala at the amphitheater. Uliov was fearless. Kalinka remembered him walking straight up to her, and without batting an eye, he proposed a business arrangement with her and her family. Kalinka smiled. That's the way he approached everything in his life, full-on commitment and gusto. She was sad to learn that Uliov had burned out and decided to retire. Kalinka shouldered this burden even more than letting Clarence down. Years ago they had been partners, and she let that relationship slide, not nurturing it and helping it grow, ultimately deepening. Perhaps part of what happened was a result of her own retirement with Kristoff. They had grown apart during that time, and it wasn't always easy to pick up where he left off. Kalinka thought, at any rate, I have some work to do to replace all three of them. It would not be an easy task. She closed Uliov's folder and placed it beside Clarence's folder. She went to the window and looked out wistfully. A single tear trickled down her face. Hi, Cheap here. Welcome to episode 107 of my Let's Play with Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, Rote Bucht 1.0 Reboot. Cheers, and thanks for taking some time out of your day to come check my little playthrough out. I appreciate that. It's good to have you here. So we're getting down to the end. These will finish up here pretty soon. We're getting back to summer. We're getting our happiness back up to where we want it to be, our lifespans looks like it's getting better as well. So all things considered, we're doing pretty well here. Our I can't remember if I covered this last episode or not, but yeah, our oil rig is done. So we've completed all of the oil extraction that we're going to complete, and we're just waiting on I guess three pipelines to get done. Shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Actually, we got 4 that we need to have done. So there's this one as well that needs needs some materials. So why don't we do notify all across the board here. Yeah, and that's all 4 of them. So as soon as this one gets done, then we should be able to start filling that up. And being good to go. So yeah, and I've been fighting in my brain with okay, cool. That's one down. um, I think yeah, that's the heating. That'll be this one up here. We'll have to get that sorted out. I think as well, with where all of these people are going to work. And I think we're getting people from this bus stop and this bus stop working here, even though we're not seeing all that much in the way of big numbers there. I mean, it's only 20 people, and this is just the warehouse, so that's not a big deal. Road cargo station, we've got all the storage, so it's really the sawmill here, which is I don't know if it's in range of, I would kind of doubt it is, but let's see how far does that go across. Is really vehicle repair station and I'm guessing the plastics factory as well, plastics and electric components. So this one for sure, because we've got a footpath. There's 2 of them done now. Cool. So that was accounted for in the initial work that was being done. But I'm just wondering if there's people walking down the street. Yeah, and they definitely are. To come work at different places. How far down do they go? Yeah, they come all the way down here, and I just don't think it's necessary to have them. And in fact, I think they're being pretty much wasted. We're only seeing 25 here, so I'm gonna try to see if we can get the numbers in this area, and I'll just put a pedestrian sign, a no pedestrian sign up here. So that should stop anyone from this bus stop going down this way to try to find work. At least that's what I'm hoping. And hopefully we do see I don't know that I've ever seen almost 50 people working there. That was almost too instant to be honest with you, but not that I'm really complaining that much about it. Let's see what happens here. Components. We're doing all right. I don't know that we need to have, excuse me, 150, even 80. Let's try changing that to 75 and see where that lands us. Might push a few more people up here as well. Would really like to have much more food here. I mean, we've got all the crops in that we need there, without doubt. And getting our electronics done is another high priority. So, yeah, we'll see where that gets us. Oh, another. So that's 3 of the 4, and just the one, of course, the one main one that's the feed up is the one taking a little bit longer to get dealt with. So it is what it is. So little bit of tweaking there. Seeing, oh yay, we're out of snow season, but okay, we're seeing a few more people, so you could possibly have an increased bus run here. We'll see. And what I mean is the switching the bus to here, the bus for the heating plant to this bus platform, because we've got all of the all of the what, Jeeb? We have all of the asphalt work done and dealt with, and we're still, we're still getting all that stuff under control. So cool. Right. Yeah, so just waiting on that, and I think we have a good handle on what's going on here. The hazardous waste isn't overwhelming us anymore. Nothing up in this area is overwhelming us. So in pretty decent shape. We've got a reasonable amount of steel sitting there waiting for us, so that's cool. And our construction industry really isn't that busy at the moment, so I'm thinking we need to turn this around and start working on this. Let's see what. Yeah, we need quite a bit of concrete. Yeah, and a fair amount of steel as well. 431 tons of steel, so that's not trivial. It's the only thing right now that's going to be using steel. Oh, it's done. Cool. So it's all. We'll go back over there in a moment and have a look. So let's. I'm just trying to remember. So, yeah, buses and cranes, and then small office 2. 9 isn't. But okay, we'll just deal with that. And we don't have an excess in here. We've got pretty decent numbers for workers. We've got lots of UF6 here. So maybe let's pump this up. Oh, we are at the what am I talking about? Okay. It's good. And we got plenty here. Yeah, we're kind of maxed out now. It is what it is. It's not a high throughput industry, so that's cool. When we're on target for that. Okay, we're still looking at some electronics issues, and we're growing into this last one. Still looking at electronics and electronics. Okay. Yeah, there's no electronics. Well, that was part of the whole, excuse me, trying to get more workers in here. Let's go 75. Let's see if we can actually get 75 in here. Oops, meant to click on that. So that's looking pretty good, and we are getting some extra food built. It was always around 3 or 4 because they kept coming and taking to load the other warehouse up. So it never had a chance. As you can see, it's going down now. We're down to 4. But I think it replenishes much quicker than it did in the past. So We're definitely getting more workers. Hopefully we can start producing a few more. Because as we expand, we're definitely going to be needing more electronics. How are we looking here for oil? Why is there no oil in there? It's getting used. Okay, that's interesting. These guys are, well, they're a little down on the max level. 1250 is what they're allowed to have. Well, I guess by increasing the number of workers in the liquid container loading, we're definitely using up. I think that's what this is telling me. I mean, I could be wrong, but interesting. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and build. Yeah. Supply. The commitment to have everything that was planned built. So, yeah. Alrighty, that's there. And I think I might do this a little bit differently the next time I do it. I kind of assumed, kind of should have probably done some testing, but I kind of assumed that because this was supplying fuel, this pump was supplying fuel, everything that peeled off of that would be fuel. But it's not necessarily, it's not the case, obviously, as we were, as we learned when we were first firing this up. But we are now able to have all three liquids processed. But I think I might do them have them so that there was no questions, so that everything flowed into here. Then we would take access to there. So yeah, I would test it. Let me put it that way. Would test it quite a bit more than I did coming into this, because I thought I knew what I ended up not knowing. Ooh, mechanical components. Now we have people working there, and we have no mechanical components. So, are we getting? Well, they've got steel. They just, yeah, we've got the max when it comes to. Well, there's 16 tons in there, so it's not like there's no mechanical components there. Logistics. Failing in logistics in a logistics game. Yeah, we seem to be going along pretty well here. We're making slow steps forward, so that's awesome. Fortunately, the concrete that we need delivered is going to be delivered, or will be need is split up into two different phases. So that's cool. You can see that in a second phase, we'll be needing 780 tons. So that's good that that's the case versus having to have it all delivered for one of the phases. And you look at our number of work days for this thing. This is that's a lot. But I think we're making pretty good progress in terms, well, with the three mechanisms that are on site there. That would give us a pretty good multiplier. Yeah, this is not a problem at all. Oh, and we got that cleared, so let's get the road here dealt with. Okay. Something else that I was looking at too for well, you know, having a five-way intersection here is it probably would have been made more sense to have a roundabout here versus doing that, but I kind of fenced myself in with electrical and trains and my North Americanness not necessarily wanting to have roundabouts all over the place. So I think I have to concede that this was not my finest intersection design. But we're doing all right here. We're not doing all right here. We need to get a whole bunch of stuff. Well, we need to get another processing plant done here. That's just the only thing that's going to give us enough to make putting our power in production. Just no two ways about that. Be done any other way. This city looks like it's doing quite well. You know, they're close to the border, so we you know, using that idea of the border being a backup when we're short on materials is pretty solid, I think. Oh, we could take care of a lot of this as well. It's certainly not needed. That can go. That should all auto assign. We'll let that do these two, and then this one. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot taking out this and then not being able to remove. Yeah, and they auto assign, so they'll get all that sorted out. Okay, and say goodbye to the coal, right? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yep. Oh boy. Get our field planted. Wondering now who's delivering. Is it mechanical components we were out of here? Yeah. It's CODO2, right? extinguished. Thank you. Wasn't exactly on top of that. This is the electronics assembly hall. Need to find out where that is. Got it set for 50. So obviously this is getting pretty taxed. And it's not exactly near the source either, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe, oh no, it is. Huh. I think what we have is maybe a well, we could hold it. I don't, I think it's a covered hull, not we only have one covered hull in here. That's crazy. And that's the LZ100, and that's mechanical components. So the yellow with the white top, is it in the front? Got it? That's kind of hard to tell, isn't it? Okay, what if I got 2 more of those? I wonder if our distribution of mechanical components would be better. Now let's see, we do have bulk. I don't know that it's necessary that we have that in here anymore. Because, oh, we are picking up cement. Are we dropping it off anywhere? I think that all changed. No, we're still, oh yes, right, we still need it down at our original CO. So yeah, we do need that one small one there, and you probably make one trip a year. And we're out of mechanical components again. Oh, and another fire. Man, I'm really missing the boat on keeping track of that. Hazardous waste. Wow, yikes! Let's take a little bit of a timeout. I just want to. I was coming down to check on this. We don't have much left there for the first phase. We got a lot of hazardous waste, and holy cow! So how do we deal with that? Really don't want to put a hazardous waste production there. That makes 0 sense. We're not even at anywhere near capacity there. This is gonna max out. Who's responsible for this? Yeah. So this is another one that probably should have had a loading station, because then 4 of them could have. Let's see what we can do for that. Depot, right? Isn't it? No. No, it's not a depot. What am I talking? Road cargo station. Let's see, can we fit a 4-1 in here? And have it connected? Looks like that one will fit. And then we can have 4 of the trucks loading at the same time. Okay. Yeah, that's not cool. Cool at all. That's, I think, why I tended not to use those particular ones, because they're yeah, and this isn't gonna cooperate. I mean, I can put it in different orientation, but I can't get the road out. Yeah, I better pick one that I can get to fit in here. I want at least 4. Yeah, and see, nothing else is gonna fit in here. Oh, do I have to live with the ugliness of that? The other ones? It's the wrong way as well. This is just gonna be so gross. What do you do? Okay. And that will. Let's move that up to a high priority, because we'll start to back up. Ooh, there's a bunch of plastic waste in there. Why is there? Well, I guess it must all overflow here. Jam, yeah. I'm working on the traffic. Yeah. Yeah. Because we can drop off directly in there, and then we'll use this as our pickup. I think that'll help us with our throughput. Well. That's cool. Oh yeah, it actually was split into 3 different fire extinguished. Very good. Split into the concrete. I'm talking now. It was split into 3 different batches of 3 different large batches. Most of the steel, I think, is in this phase. So yeah, that's gonna be a while. Yeah, let me know when that's done. Right. No, we're not seeing much in the way of improvement there. Oh, there's a mechanical component truck on the way. Yes, there is. Maybe he's in an out of the way place. I know it's a little bit of a drop. Where are you? Not too far away. Keeps getting cut off. It's too slow. Oh yeah, and he comes through the bus station as well. we do have a highly educated population, so they will make demands on the electronics, that's for sure. Just want to see how many workers are left after this guy goes. Just watch this a little bit. Kind of the way I gauge whether I can add more capacity to this, or more buses to any of the lines that are there. It's pretty close from what I'm seeing so far to being able to support that. Those buses, yeah, we haven't gone down to zero, so we have definitely gotten more people to that bus stop, which is a good thing. These buses, I believe, 30-ish or something like that. 26 is what they could take. And yeah, this basically wanted that, so maybe we do that. We're getting into warmer season now, so let me just quickly pause this. So let's switch this to here for the bus platform. Just the load workers, and yep, delete that bus stop. And then we want the end station. Actually, I want this down here. This end station. Yeah, because I don't want them coming in and then going out that way. This was the large one, right? This platform. Yeah. So this is the one that I want to remove, and I want you, same thing, unloading there. So let's get a little bit of crossover there, but I think this is going to free up some of the chaos in here, and maybe even drive a few more people over to this bus stop. So construction done. Let's get this built. Looks like, yeah, we got everybody on board there. Yeah, we can see the numbers are quite a bit smaller now, and not loving that. Not loving that by a long shot. I know they're probably just bedding in now in terms of their timings, but it also depends on how many people get picked up on the other bus lines. Yeah. Well, I think that's winter might be another. Oh no, engineers. Well, we may be switching that back. There's a reasonable chance that may happen. Yeah, We're going through the electronics like crazy. Wow, got a bunch of concrete delivered. I think that we got everything on site that we need on site to continue construction anyway. This is the longest one. And then I'm guessing our platform won't be quite as full. And we've got a pretty good number of people there, so everything's backed up behind this, and maybe it was maybe the numbers that I ran could have used 2 of these. We're doing all right. It's down below 270 now, so that's a good. Problem is, yeah. It's almost full. Yeah. Hmm. 38 minutes in. I'm wondering if we're gonna get this built by the end of this episode. I'm not sure that's gonna happen. I have to make sure. Forgot about this. Jumping around all the place. I don't know that I set this to high. I didn't. I would just like to have that completed. Yeah. Perpetual. Jam. This is kind of the way that I built cities in other games that I've played, where city was responsible for 1 or 2 excuse me, 1 or 2 industries. Not like what I've done over here with a number of industries. We've got exports, we've got fuel bitumen production, we've got plastics, electronic components, food now. Maybe we need another city, I don't know. Or maybe we just expand this one out. Thinking we're going to need to expand it out. Maybe we do another row of 4 this way, and then build a little bit more infrastructure out here. School and kindergarten, probably some sporting facilities. Doing pretty well for complaints now here, so that's awesome. Culture is still a thing. Wow. I would have thought with this here that would have been basically a thing of the past. The culture complaints, I mean, unless they all try to go to this one and it's busy. Probably better to look at this if I want to see numbers of people that are working there. covering that off. Or now, are we stealing any extra workers? Definitely better. It's going to be, excuse me. I don't know that it's going to solve all the issues, but I am definitely liking the worker numbers here since putting in the no pedestrian. I'm gonna put that right there. The no pedestrian sign. Everything else, yeah, not maxed at the chemical plant, but I don't think we're running out of chemicals. Not at all. So these are not filling up. So you know the number of people working here, I think, is created a engineers. Oh, closed due to bad weather. Never mind. I was thinking, yeah. Well, we had a high of government loyalty of 56% at one point. Just not bring that to that point. Not totally sure why that would be the case. Traffic jam, yeah, I get it. And I think everybody is, that's all full. So, okay, I forgot to build this. Shoot. Okay, I thought I was all ready to switch it over, and yeah, not so much. Okay. This is a problem. This is a big problem. Look at that lineup. And I think by freeing up, you know, having the ability to have 6 in here, they'll be able to drop off more, but we'll be able to pick up more as well. So it's not, I'm hoping it's not. I just shot myself in the foot here. Okay. Thankfully, the unload time is much quicker. Yeah, it's just a temperature thing. Okay. Oh yeah, we've gone halfway through that little that was 5,000 work days, I think, for this middle section, and we've got almost everything delivered. So that's cool. Awesome. I haven't built the TV thing in very many of my republics, so it just hasn't been a priority, honestly. Steel, yeah, being used for other things. Probably running out just based off of the fact that everything here needs steel. So yeah. Here we are. There's still steel there, but we have gone through a chunk of it. Yep. Six minutes. Now I want to have it's built before we pack that in. I want to have a quick peek at whether it's all going to be hunky-dory after that's done in terms of hazardous materials. How about we get some asphalt here, gang? Can you make that happen? Say no. Well, there is a vehicle on the way. That could be a bus as well. Oh no, it's a dumper with only 2.5 tons of asphalt. Yep. Okay. We're gonna lose all the workers though. Naturally. Hmm. More steel did we need down here? Because that's only 10 tons. It needs 115 for the next phase. That's going to be getting in the way a little bit. There's one worker left. Yeah, we've got a bus on the way now. Two buses. So my plan for the next episode is 107. It's going to be wrapping all of this stuff up. I mean, that unless something obvious pops up, not going to be going past that episode. We've got the city all built. This should be done during that next episode. Probably, I don't know how many unemployed we have. Check on an overlay. I don't know why I have such a hard time remembering. There we are. It's going to be in here. Come on. I thought there was living preferences. Was unemployed yesterday. So yeah, there's quite a few unemployed. So I don't think I need to worry too much right now. These are filling up reasonably well. If I start allowing citizens into these three, we'll see how that hands about half our capability, maybe a little more than half our capability of people that we can handle. That's half of the people we can food and all the rest of that we need. Okay, that's done. Alrighty, let's get you instead of, or no, it's not you. It's this DO. Yeah, the hazardous dump. So I want to add, hello, this guy. Let's reorg that. And let's rename it while we're at it. Hazardous cargo station? Sure. Okay, and we'll go for hazardous waste, and I'm going to remove you from here because I don't want you picking up from there anymore. Let's see how that works out for us. I think I'm gonna put some more. These guys are filling up, right? Yeah. So they had their walking orders before. I'm gonna go with 4 more of these guys. Waste truck and SKD, right? No, tell me, did I buy the 62K one? That was a mistake. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Because these are 10 tons and it's but a 62K. That's why there's been so much of a backup there. Okay. Okay, let's get 6 of them in there, and then I want to anyone that has no. Well, we'll deal. We'll have to deal with that next. Oh, I can get rid of him. Okay, cool. Let's sell that one. Shoot, I never noticed that before. Yep, and this is just go load that stuff up. So. Oh. Okay, he's empty. Sell the second one. Oops. And they're both full. Okay. Should have 6 guys on their way here, would think. Yeah. When they get, when they finally get to the our central processing to drop off that, and we should be good to go. Gonna, well, got 3 of them going in there to pull materials out. Or shouldn't take too much longer. For these guys to unload. Yeah, they're one right behind the other there, so. He's empty. We'll sell that one. Sell this one. Okay. Back over here. And there's 2 waiting, so I was thinking about buying 2 more. I'm not thinking I'm gonna bother with that right now. We'll see what how that works out. So, traffic jam, trucks. Oh, construction finished. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Boy, did I get out of line there. Okay. Quick check on steel. No steel. We're using all the steel. Oh, got a little bit of coal in here now. That's interesting. And what that's all about. I'll check into that next episode. Yeah, so I was talking a little bit about the plan. So the next episode will be, in my mind, will be the last one unless something catastrophic happens. And we'll wrap up the constructions that are in place now, and hopefully put Rote Bucht 1.0 to bed. Anyway, thanks so much for hanging with me today. Appreciate you, and hopefully catch you in episode 107. Have yourself a wonderful day, and see you in 4 days. Cheers. Bye now.